here. Oh, well, hello. So we're live. Second 11. Let's check this out. I think this is not going to be good. This is not going to be good. This is not going to be good. And this is not going to be good. And this is not going to be good. Okay, perfect. I do see here on my notifications that I am now live on LinkedIn. I did not see notification on, what do you call it, on Facebook. But if any one of you is here right now and will do me the biggest favor ever, 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 and go to my Facebook account and please give me a thumbs up and let me know if I am live on Facebook, because I did see the notification. Oh my goodness. Karen, I love you. Thank you, Karen. How are you, my sister? Now, I'm going to do something very spontaneous. Karen just actually confirmed it. Karen, can you confirm one more time if we are live on Facebook and people can see us on Facebook? I just need one more yes, just for clarification purposes. Not on LinkedIn, not on YouTube, because I know I'm live on YouTube. I know I'm live on LinkedIn. I do see a checked mark for Facebook, but oftentimes that's private. And guys, for anyone that is here on Instagram, can someone give me a thumbs up if you guys see me live on Facebook? That's the only reason why we're doing this. What do you call it? This testing today. And I just requested to add you as a friend on Facebook. Oof, interesting. I feel like if I get out of this page and I go to the next page, I won't be able to. But let me wait for Karen. Karen is my friend who already is friends with me on Facebook, and all I need is a thumbs up. What is this about? I have a LinkedIn user who's asking what this is about. Well, it's about a lot of things. We're testing the different platforms through, okay, so I'm not live on Facebook, you see? I don't like it. I don't know why Facebook. I don't know why Facebook, it's not, I don't see, she doesn't see me on Facebook. That's very, very upsetting. Thank you, Karen, so much. And since you're very kind, Karen, are you up for a live with me on Migena Show? If I send you the StreamYard link, would you be able to jump with me and you and I have a talk here on StreamYard? How do you feel about that? Just give me a thumbs up and I'll send you the StreamYard on WhatsApp immediately, and you and I can chat for a little bit if your camera ready. And someone is saying Facebook LOL. I don't understand that. But let's see if Karen is able to join us live. If not, I will have to end the StreamYard, and I'm speaking specifically to you guys here on Instagram. Thank you for being with me and for helping me. If, according to Karen, she cannot see me on Facebook, I have no idea why. Now I need to figure out how to go live on Facebook at the same time, even though it says here, yes, I am not visible. I don't know what's going on. Now, let's see. If anyone here has any idea and they want to help is very, very. And Jeffrey Ram, Facebook is an outdated platform. Prove me wrong. Jeff is funny. We know Jeff. He's awesome. We are going to ask Karen one more time. Oh, thank you, Sean. Yes, I appreciate you. So, okay, how are we doing this? Karen, are you up for a live on Askmigena Show? Something extremely spontaneous. Yes or no, Karen? Going once, going twice. Maybe not. Maybe yes. Okay, so it is what it is. How do I go live? All right, Karen, check your WhatsApp. Check your WhatsApp. Control C. We're going to bring Karen on our Oh, you're the best, Karen. Here, click here. Karen is going to click on the link I just sent her. Karen, I just WhatsApped you the link to our studio. As soon as you click on it, I will be able to admit you, and the two of us get to speak. And it's going to be so much fun. And for all of you guys who are on Instagram, you get to see sort of like a behind the scene as I'm speaking here. You actually can see me from this angle. I wish we can combine all of these platforms and have Instagram as part of the going live at the same time. I know StreamYard gives you the opportunity or the option to go live 10 different platforms. I have the version where you can go live in 3 platforms. And what we're speaking about today are Migena's 21 Cs. You guys here on Instagram know about it. So I'm speaking to my friends on Instagram through my phone. And here are my friends on my computer. So what is Migena's 21 Cs for anyone who has not heard me say that before? So it's pretty much the love that I have for mentors and how impactful and inspirational they have been in my life. I have invested in myself the last 2 years more than I have invested in anything else combined for the past 2 decades of living in America, right? And what does that mean? That means that when something works very well, you want to do more of it. And a lot of my friends have, hi Zena, I'm live on Instagram, I'm live on YouTube, I'm live on LinkedIn, and I'm testing a platform to be live on, she's on her phone and it's not working. Karen, it should work from your phone, Karen. Click the link that I send you on WhatsApp. So pretty much, because I believe so much in the mentorship, because it worked for me and continues to work for me, and a lot of my friends have reached out, especially the last 6 months. It's like high on demand has been the question: how do you network? How do you connect with people? And of course, I go into the steps and the hows and the whens and all of the different steps that I take when I network and why I network a certain way, because there's an art to it. And then I'm investing all this time on the phone with my friends, but then I'm thinking, okay, if I'm speaking one-on-one, it's just 2 people speaking together, and maybe this person will implement it or maybe they won't. But then when you are creating a platform or creating that space, that environment for more and more people to come and join you on the journey of mentorship, entrepreneurship, all the ships that you can think of, then you can actually make a bigger, I don't want to use the word impact because I don't really like impact. I find it a little negative. But when you pretty much inspire, right? And this is why I decided that, because I continue to invest in mentors through buying books, mentors through masterminds, club memberships, and I did say masterminds, but let's say the real estate club or that real estate club. I'm not going to mention any names, not to be unfair to all the other masterminds, because I belong to a lot of them, not just one of them. And I also want everyone to make their own decisions when deciding which mentorship to be a part of. I am happy to get on a one-on-one with anyone and everyone that wants to know more about this art of mentorship and mastering yourself through the experiences you have as you go on in the world and you're connecting with phenomenal people, right? So this is why I agreed to create this mentorship program called Migena's 21 Cs, from limited connecting to limitless connections, the art of networking. I know it's pretty long, right? So why did I do that? Well, one, My birthday is February 21st, and that's why I picked initially the number 21. But in addition, I resigned my six-figure job in 2021. So there's another spiritual meaning to why I decided to go with 21 letter C words versus 9 versus 7 or 31 or I don't know, all those numbers, because there are so many more words that start with the letter C. And initially, when I was running this self analysis of why I'm doing what I'm doing and what is it that's working for me so far. Oh my goodness, we've got Karen in the house. We got Karen in the house. Glenn Morshower is live. Oh my God, Glenn, I love you. I am live on LinkedIn and YouTube and hopefully on Facebook just to test if Facebook is giving me the option to go live publicly. And I just received confirmation that when I go live on StreamYard, YouTube, it's still private and it's annoying. It's very annoying. And I get annoyed, not that easy, but it's pretty upsetting. But I have a friend of mine here, Karen, in the house. What?
Hi, Megena.
Look, guys, I have to turn off the screen so you can look, not off, but you see, I have Karen here. Karen and I are right here and all my tabs, right? Funny. And all the comments from the people. This is Karen. We're live on Instagram. Karen, say hello to our Instagram friends.
Hello, everybody. Great to be here. This is very impromptu, but it's amazing.
For me too, because I am very upset that I see check on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube for my Askmigena Show. And for some reason, my setting on Facebook, it's private. And unless I invite people to this event, they won't be able to see it. And that's not what I want to accomplish.
Yeah, because I can't see you on Facebook. And I go on the live, but I can't see, it's not showing.
But it's showing on LinkedIn and it's showing on YouTube for sure.
Yes.
I love it. But Karen, thank you for being a team player.
You're welcome.
And so good to see you. What's new in your world?
Well, I am about to go look at a property in Naples. This is an assisted living. So it's a little different. It's 13 beds. So I'm joining with some members of the Grant Cardone Club, and we're going to see how it works.
I love it.
See the property.
When are you going?
We're going to probably go between tomorrow and Friday.
Okay, I have friends in Naples. I mean, shocking, right?
Yeah. Okay.
I have friends everywhere.
I know. I want to know about your mastermind. That's what I want to know.
Well, thank you. I am so glad you asked. But let's focus first on the Naples assisted living. So I have a friend who is a real estate agent.
Okay.
That's not her full-time job right now, meaning she is not a connection I want for you so you can go and meet her because she wants a deal from you. She's someone that lives in Naples for, I believe, 2 decades. I know her before I was even born. Let's put it that way. So she's family.
Okay.
And she works for a very nice company right now, but she could be a great resource.
Yes.
For you and someone you can probably even meet in person if you're going to be in Naples for a couple of days. You never know. She's beautiful. She's pretty much, she's family. Like literally, she's my big sister.
Wow.
Yeah, her name is Martana, and I really want you to connect with her. And yes, and as far as the mentorship program, Karen, as I was explaining to our friends here on Instagram, hello Instagram friends, I promise you I'm not crazy. I am speaking on this computer. Well, I'm a little crazy because you got to be a little crazy in order for you to like do crazy things, right?
Yes.
So I'm speaking here with Karen Sign. She's my sister from the 10X
Sing. Yes.
Singh. Karen Singh. She's from 10X community. She's also from our Real Women in Real Estate book collaboration, which I think I have somewhere. I need to show off our book.
Yes.
Yep, Real Women in Real Estate. And got in the house right here. So her and I and 10. Now, so Karen,
Life. Yes.
you and I connected in March, and we haven't been able to speak a lot about my background in full. We've hung out in Dallas. We've hugged. We've had dinners together. So it's not like you and I are strangers to one another. We are collaborators. We probably will be in a lot of real estate deals for sure. But my friends, the ones that truly know Migena of 2021 and back as someone that is, you wear a suit, you go to work and you work 16 hours in New York City, you knock on doors, you expand your presence, you bring more clients for the company for which you work for, and then you volunteer. And if you're not volunteering, you are in restaurants with your girls from a table of 2, then you end up with a table of 10, like always abundant. And that was my life. I was very private, meaning I had no Instagram, I had no Facebook, I only had LinkedIn. I never posted anything about myself. Then fast forward, when I was introduced to Clubhouse, you needed an Instagram account to be verified. And that's where I started to sign in on Instagram. And of course, had nothing to do with let's go live every day, let's do this, let's do that. And then little by little, I went from zero social media presence except LinkedIn to having my own YouTube show right now that you and I are on, to being live every day on Instagram, and being so omnipresent that sometimes I don't even know how I do it. And I received all these questions from a lot of our friends who always ask me, how is it that you are connected with so many amazing people? How is it that you get all these women to say yes to these collaborations? Like, what's the secret sauce? And I want to know when you sleep, and do you even sleep? Like, where is the energy coming from? And I always
I
give
want to know.
and you've been one of them. So that's where I said, you know what? I need to create a mentorship program. Why? Because I believe in mentorship programs. I belong to a lot of them, and they have worked for me, and they continue to work for me. But as we are raising our hand to be lifted from the people who are at this level, we also want to make sure we extend a hand to the people that are looking to meet us where we're at, as we are looking to meet people at another level, because you need to continue to invest and grow. Otherwise, you can't say, oh, I'm good where I'm at. I met Karen. She's awesome. Her and I will be friends for life. Let's now sign off and, I don't know, cook. That's not what we're doing here. So I created the mentorship program because it felt very selfish, in a sense where I'm having a conversation with you, but then I'm having a conversation with someone else. And I'm like, what about all these people that don't necessarily have access to Karen or to Brooke or Migena and all of us? What happens then? So this mentorship program, Karen, it's pretty much for someone that wants to go from limited connecting to limitless connections, where we dive deep into the art of networking and how you truly network, not to network, but to connect with a person, to connect with people by focusing on one relationship at a time. And I also speak about a lot of other words which start with letter C that have helped me tremendously in my journey since I resigned my 6-figure job in New York at the end of 2021, which is another reason why this mentorship is called Migena's 21 C's. It's the year that I resigned my corporate job, but also I was born on February 21st, and I love number 21. So pretty much that's what the mentorship is all about. 21 weeks, 1 hour weekly Zoom calls with friends and anyone that signs in, where we speak about a lot more than just that letter C. We speak about life, we speak about challenges, we speak about struggles, we hold each other accountable, and it's a safe space, and it's pretty much a space where we all grow as humans. And it's pretty much a decision where, do I want to hang out with Migena once a week, or do I want to go to the movies and eat popcorns and a soda, and it could be pretty much almost like the same price, like that. Like, it's a hard decision to make right there. Like, what's more important, a movie and popcorn, which it is very important once in a while. Once in a while we need that. But then, because I hang out with Grant Cardone on a weekly basis, so do you. And I mean, how awesome is that? He got me you, he got me thousands of people. And I told him even yesterday on LinkedIn, no, not LinkedIn, on Twitter. He and I were on Twitter speaking, and I congratulated him on the lawsuit that he won. And I said, Grant, thank you for going to work every day for me. He's giggling. I said, you work very hard to create these platforms where I get to connect with awesome people. And that's a fact. So now, why can't I do something similar? Not the same, we're not mimicking, because we're all unique in our approaches. But why can't I do the same for my friends and my ecosystem and their friends? And at the same time, be that inspiration that Karen, after this phone call or this Zoom, or rather, we're live now globally, unfiltered, unedited. Why can't Karen now, as soon as we hung up together, she's like, wow, that was food for thought. That was like a thought-provoking conversation. Let me ask Karen. Now, Karen asking Karen, what is your superpower? What does Karen love the most? Like, when I'm asking Karen, go to a happy place, what does that look like? And you're like, oh, I just love booking people the best vacations, because I feel like that's where the memories are created. And you go on and on and on. And I'm not making this up, because Karen is in the traveling business. So Karen catches herself and she pauses. She's like, oh, wait, I smiled more than usual when I thought this could be a venue that, or avenue rather, that I want to explore. I want to put together a 6-week course for people who actually are clueless. And Migena is one of them. I'm clueless. Like, when it comes to booking, I just go and I book. And then later on, I find out that people saved hundreds and thousands of dollars because they booked the right way. And I'm like, oh my God. So the one problem we have, amongst many other problems, is that we underestimate the power within. And my best friend, oh my God, Glenn Morshower, says it best. And I took notes because he said it so beautifully. Because I wasn't talking to him, and he's pretty much is saying, what did Glenn say? Are you ready for this? Honor yourself as your own hero. Because oftentimes what we do, we put someone else on the pedestal, and we're like, let's show up because he knows it all, she knows it all. No. And Glenn, it's a big advocate of this one step, and he has like billions of steps that we can follow. So now, when I have access to someone like Glenn, he's a legend, but many don't. Now, why do I have to be selfish now and keep that to myself? But instead, share it with the world. And now Karen has a gift, and her passion is ABC. Now, I want you to be inspired and to do the exact same thing for your ecosystem, because one, we all know that I cannot do it all. And that's a fact. And most importantly, I don't want to do it all. Why? I just want to do what makes me happy. And there's a few things that make me happy. And this process of this mentorship, it's pretty much for all of us to stay connected, to live that hour long or short, depending on how you feel. I hope it feels a very short hour Zoom. More inspired that we enter it, happier, and to have this hunger that I cannot wait to go back, because it's not just about what Migena will share, but it's about the new and improved version Karen, ABC, all the people that will be in that ecosystem. And I will benefit the most because I get to learn from every single person that's part of this ecosystem. And that's the idea, because I don't want anyone to say that I am here because I want to be of service to others. It's actually, I am here because I want to be of service to Migena and be of service to other, and we complete each other. And this is why I decided to go for it. It's extremely simple. I don't believe in PowerPoints. I don't believe in presentations. I don't believe in looking at. So look at the word consistency. So what does that mean for it? Like that's not how we're running this I guess workshop, if you may. It's going to be a conversation where it's your food for the week, and it's going to make you want to do the things that you thought you couldn't and you shouldn't. And then when you show up in the world a week later or a month later, you will say, oh my God, I've got some Migena in me. I've got an injection, a Migena injection, a Migena dose. And you're like, in fact, this is actually a lot simpler than I thought, but it looks very, very impossible from afar, because people say, oh, only she can do that. Absolutely not. That is so untrue. And that's why I am like to the point where I want to shake people and be like, wake up, because you are so beautiful, you are so powerful. And I'm looking for those former Migenas, because I love that former Migena, but I like this current Migena a lot better. Let's be honest. And that's, I know I give you extremely long answer, but that's the
But
essence.
so you're more like for me, for instance, right? It's difficult for me to like go on Instagram and do a lot of social media like you do. Like it, you make it seem so easy, so simple, but and it kind of is. It's just going out there and doing it. But
Exactly.
what you're saying is, it's the how to do it, where to do it, or what to say, what to talk about, within the niche of whoever you're mentoring, right? And I guess help us out or whoever in what we're having challenges with, but it'll be
Exactly.
more conversational, not a PowerPoint of this is what you're gonna do this week or this is everything. I know exactly what you're saying. I've never. That's very unique. I love that.
Thank you. And the the calls will be, there will be assignments, right? An assignment could be, by the time we meet next time, I would love to see you go live on Instagram once a week, Facebook once a week, and take no more than 2 minutes. Just sign in and say, just wanted to check in. This is day one. I'm doing this challenge for 21 weeks. I'm part of this program. If you want to learn more, DM me, and let's leave it at that. You don't need to shout out any names. And what happens in that instance is you feel like you have a homework to do, and you're going to show up because now you're going to speak about this homework and you want to get it done. And little by little you will realize that, wait a second, it doesn't matter what the message is, it matters that I'm showing up live on Instagram. So use me as that excuse that you need to show up, because you have to say that I have to do this for 21 weeks and I'm going to test Karen, I'm going to put her to test and see how far along she will go. And what's the worst that can happen? You can delete those afterwards if you don't like them. After the program, if you don't like them, you can delete them. But I haven't deleted any of my lives. They're there as a comparison, as a reminder. So there will be assignments. There will be phenomenal guest speakers that you otherwise would never have access to unless you're part of the Zoom. Of course, having the private Facebook group, of course, having access to my ecosystem and having access to our real estate deals. And we'll speak about real estate. We will speak about investing. We will speak about business ideas. This is not just going to be come and get inspired for an hour. Like, oh my God, life is so busy. It's going to be extremely intentional, but it's going to be very organic, not structured. So today we're going to speak about, oh wait, I skipped line 5. Let me go back to it. No. It's exactly live. Why? Because when I started and I didn't know how to create an LLC, and I ended up not only creating an LLC, not only creating the business, but the business model has evolved, and exactly what people are looking for. How do you have those multiple streams of incomes, and where is that coming from? And one of the C's, Karen, I speak about, it's the C, which stands for creativity, which is huge, and we all have it. But we, the people, right, we absolutely disrespect it by not giving the honor that it deserves. Because what's in our minds, it's, and again, I can't speak on law of attraction, magnetism. I'm no expert. I'm an expert in feelings. I'm not an expert in expression of these laws, but I know that I feel them, but explaining them is very difficult for me to this point, but maybe not in the future. But creativity has been a huge, huge um, part of my progression.
Superpower or
No, my
progression.
progression, progression. And as far as superpower, Karen, we learn as we go, because I believe we have more than one. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
but unless we are in each other's lives and in each other's conversations, as you go around this circle at a fireplace, or in this Zoom, in this imaginary circle, you'd be surprised how many ideas will come out of just that conversation, and that connection, and where that can lead. And because I am a consumer of masterminds, I see the value not only from the person that is speaking about that area where he is an expert or where she is an expert. My my love, it's mostly for the people that I'm surrounded with, as we together go and learn from this system and for this product. And this is why I believe this program will be phenomenal, because I know it will attract the right crowd, people that understand me or want to understand me and want to be in my presence. And as a result, that's an indicator that it's not going to be with people that are not aligned spiritually, heart wise, mind wise with us, where everyone will feel so out of place, and so little. Like it's a place where everybody is a god. Like we are gods, we are creators. And that's why I love it so much, and I'm so excited. And that's why there's no links. It's just, do you want to be in my rooms? Let's talk for 15 minutes, see if you're fit. This is what this would look like. I'll send you a contract to sign, and we're game, and let's go. I'm not complicated life.
And Magena, how much mentories are you looking for?
I do not want to have more than 9 people per class, because if we are together for 60 minutes, I want at least each person to have at least 5 minutes
Correct.
of of going around, because this is just around the room table. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
and then I have the one-on-ones, of course. If you just want to be on a one-on-one with me at the time of your choice, day of your choice, then that's completely separate. If you want to be on an extreme safe space, and super flexible with the timing, because I do work remote, and my business kind of uh, you know uh, runs through my strategic partnerships. And this is going to be one of my main focuses, because I feel like there's so much need for even these offline communities, off WhatsApp, off Facebook, off all of the others. And just, you know what, just start it. And if you don't like it, at least you tried it. But that's how I signed up for all these programs. I said, what's the worst that can happen? I'm investing in Migena. I'm meeting one more person. And come to find out, I've met thousands of people. And when you divide the amount of money I have invested in the program by the number of connections I have made in the process, that number, it's actually on the negative. Like you're costing me like -$50. Like it's on the you're not costing me $50. It's like -50, and it's going to be -100 and -500 and -1,000, and that's the idea. And that's how I see it. So it's like us going to lunch and the restaurant picks up the tab and we don't pay for it. This is no different. And that's how I lead, and that's how I've always led. And money, of course, I'm going to work harder, I'm going to make it, and I will make it work hard for me so I can hang out with Karen, I can go to dinner with her and learn together, grow together, buy books, and and keep it simple, keep it very simple. I'm not for automations, buy this, do this, like I wish I knew how to do that. That's
Mhm.
not who I am. I'm for let's do it the old fashioned way, go around the room and let's talk about it, and let's grow together. And it's only 21 weeks, which is about 6 months more or less.
Which
And,
is amazing.
and also, Karen, and you're going to have access to our stages, you're going to have access to our friends, you're going to have access to our books.
Mhm.
um, and all my friends actually come in for at 50% of that price, so they don't pay the full price. And there's also a referral program, so for every person that you bring in that is a paid client, you get a referral, because the idea is for everyone to recover all the money they invested in this mentorship and become these ambassadors and tell others that these groups exist, that we have a lot of experts in different fields. I just happen to love speaking about this because that's where I'm the most confident, and that's where I feel I can be of service, and at the end of the day sleep well at night, that I am not becoming the expert of something that I don't have the right to, and just steer people the wrong way. So yeah, it's very, very simple. It's actually very simple, and I will keep it simple for anybody. So
Thank you, Magena. That's amazing. I like that you're sharing. I don't. So you're right now. You're on Instagram, LinkedIn.
I am on Instagram with my phone,
Okay.
because I signed up there first, letting people know I'm going to go live just to check the platforms. And we're
Uh
live
huh.
on YouTube, LinkedIn, and apparently not on Facebook, because that's set up
Hmm.
as private. Uh, but which means after you and I end this call, uh,
Yes.
you can go back on LinkedIn and you can go back on YouTube, and actually you get to hear this conversation, share this conversation with anybody, and it stays there.
That's amazing. That's amazing. It's so funny. Me and you, I don't look for you. I don't look to want to be in your lives, but for some reason, every time I get on that phone, there's Magena. You're going live at that same second. So how can I say no? I'm like, I don't understand. It's like I'm connecting with this woman in a way. It's like, why am I always like right there? So I love you, again. I mean, you're just so you.
Thank you.
You're natural. You're not trying to be someone else, and I love what you're trying to do. I think it's gonna be amazing. There can't be someone that's gonna say I didn't like it. You know,
And it's okay.
you didn't like it maybe because you didn't put the work or you didn't do it, but there's just no way. Not with McKenna. No.
I that's a fact, and I will bring special people on our Zooms where you get to ask them questions and make, and not to take away from our 21 weeks. I'm speaking in addition,
Okay,
uh,
that's
like
good to know.
yeah, meaning we're gonna go for 4 weeks, and then I'll say, okay, today it's gonna be about a featured friend, speaker, expert here. Ask away, just ask away, and I'll just be there as a consumer, and you guys run the show. And then every 4 weeks, and of course, I am part of the of like all these different masterminds, and every time we have events, and every time we are asked to speak on stages or be part of books, being part of our ecosystems. there's a lot of perks that come with it.
Hmm.
And you and I are sharing a stage in 3
Yes.
weeks, and
Yes. Excited. Super excited.
so am I. And I'm like, my God, what am I going to wear? That's like the first thing I'm thinking of.
Me too.
Now, so Karen, you let's focus on you for a second. Assisted living. Now,
That's
is
a
it
new project. That's a new project.
is that in addition to multifamily?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
And why? Why assisted living?
Well, first of all, it's part of my why. My mom is 86 years old, and I need to work what's gonna, she's in the last stage of her life, and I need to concentrate on her. Another big reason is I love elders. That was one of my first jobs since when I was what, 15. um, I just have a gift for it. I love being around the elders. I love their wisdom, even the grumpy ones, the ones that repeat the same thing 50 times. Like, none of that bothers me. And so it's just been something very close to my heart. And so, our whys change all the time, right? And and so that's really one of my whys. And I think because my mom is in this stage, that why is being more, it's coming up to the forefront. And because I also love it, and I was in healthcare for 15 years as a manager, right? So that just, it just kind of comes together. And
Mm,
so, of course, multifamily, because if me and partners, right, we buy the building or the house, whatever it is, and then I also have the business inside of it. So it's a win-win situation. So why not, right? It's not a why, it's a why not.
it's
Uh, I have the skill set. I don't have the skill set when it comes to operating an ALF, because it's much different than operating healthcare centers. But it's just learning that process, right? But the skills is the same thing. So
I
uh,
love it. I love
that's
it.
exciting.
It is exciting, and I mean, growing up with both maternal and paternal grandparents, I uh, I feel like that's schooling like no other. That
Yes.
you can tell. I don't mean to sound judgmental, but you can tell the people that grew up with grandparents versus the people that grew up without grandparents. It's
Hmm.
a complete different vibe. And I'm speaking for my cousins. I'll start with my blood. Some of them grew up with grandparents living in the same house, way different than my cousins who lived in the house next door and saw the grandparents here and there, but they were not under the same roof. That's what I mean. Like, I noticed a difference because, I mean, as kids we're always curious, and then the way they speak and the way they quote them and picking up some of the manners, you feel like you have a 10-year-old boy acting as if he is like 70 because he's mimicking the
Correct.
grandfather, right?
Hmm.
So that's what I'm trying to say. I don't want to try to be judgmental, but it's just funny to watch and beautiful to watch. So I love that you say that about being around the elderly, because so do I, and they're my absolute favorite people. Those and the kids, everyone in between. I'll trust you. I'll verify you. But with kids and the old people, no trusting, no verifying. I'm all in. I
Yes.
like. I'm gonna tell you a funny story. I was flying from Dallas 2 days ago for our book launch, Powerful Female Immigrants, and in front of me there was this family with two little girls. The oldest one name is Emma. Emma was wearing a princess. She had the Elsa princess dress on the plane. I was like, oh my goodness, this girl is amazing. She's like 5 years old. As soon as I come out the gate, she had a Delta pin. So the stewardess had gifted her the Delta pin.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, I turned around and I was like, oh my God, you were hired by Delta? Stop it. She's like, I know. I'm like, did you know that you get to travel the world for free? She's like, she's like, what? And she just hugs me. She comes and she hugs me, right? So tightly because I just told her that she gets to go around the world for free because now she's a Delta employee. She's 5 years old. And I'm like, you get to bring your family with you. And she's like, oh.
Oh my God.
And then now I'm hugging her. She just doesn't want to let go, this girl. Like I didn't ask her. She just like jumps. I leave. She turns around and tells her dad, she's a pretty girl, Dad. And I'm like, I heard that, Emma, but I was so hard. I was like, oh my God. I want some Emma in my life. But I mean, imagine, like, I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, so much love, so much
Yes.
purity. Oh,
Yes.
oh my
Yes.
God. And the elderly is no different. So I'm excited for your trip in Naples. I'll connect you with my friend.
Yes, please.
See if you guys can connect. And I am so grateful for the opportunity to be spontaneous with you on this live today. And
Yes, me too. Very impromptu. But you know what? This is part of it. This is part of me getting, getting into it. And so I love it. Thank you. Thank
thank
you.
you so much. We're gonna hang up on this side over here. We're gonna
Okay.
say, don't hang up yet, Karen. I'm just gonna say bye
Okay.
to my Instagram friends. Thank you for watching. I know this was like an hour long today, but hey, why not? That's
Why?
what Karen said. Why not?
Why not?
I will see you guys later. And let's see, I ended that. Perfect. And I'm going to end this live, Karen, and then just
Okay.
don't leave the studio. When I click end, you and I will still be in studio for a quick
Okay.
second.
Okay. Okay. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone. Thank you for watching. Sign up, sign up, sign up. DM me on all social media.